What if the child everyone ignored became the man the whole world could never forget? Imagine a rainy evening in London. The streets are cold, the wind is strong, and a small boy stands outside a bakery. He watches people carrying warm bread home to their families. He is hungry, but he doesn't ask for food. Instead, he smiles. He makes a funny face at another child nearby. The child laughs. For a brief moment, hunger disappears. That little boy was Charlie Chaplin. Millions of people would one day know him as the greatest silent film comedian in history. They would laugh at his funny walk, his tiny moustache, his round hat, and his walking cane. But very few knew the painful journey that created those unforgettable smiles. Today, we will discover how a poor child with almost nothing became one of the most influential artists the world has ever known. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin. A childhood filled with hardship. Charlie Chaplin was born in London, England, in April 1889. His parents worked in music halls, entertaining audiences with songs and performances. At first, life seemed hopeful, but happiness did not last long. Charlie's parents separated while he was still very young. His father struggled with alcohol and was rarely part of his life. His mother, Hannah, tried her best to raise Charlie and his older brother, Sidney. She loved her children deeply. Whenever she earned money from singing, she bought food before buying anything for herself. Unfortunately, Hannah became seriously ill. Her beautiful singing voice slowly disappeared. Without work, there was almost no income. Some weeks the family had enough to eat. Other weeks they survived on little more than bread and tea. Charlie learned an important lesson very early in life. Poverty does not ask for permission before entering someone's home, discovering a special gift. Although life was difficult, Charlie noticed something unusual. Whenever his mother felt sad, he tried to make her laugh. He copied funny neighbors. He imitated animals. He invented silly walks across the room. Even on the hardest days, laughter filled their tiny apartment for a few minutes. Charlie realized something powerful. Making people smile also made him feel stronger. Without understanding it, he had discovered his life's purpose. Years later, he would say that laughter could help people survive even the darkest moments. Growing up too fast. As Charlie grew older, responsibility arrived much sooner than childhood should allow. He accepted small jobs whenever possible. Sometimes he delivered messages. Sometimes he helped backstage in theaters. Sometimes he simply searched the streets for opportunities. Every coin mattered. Every meal mattered. Education became difficult because work came first. Yet Charlie never stopped observing the world around him. He watched how rich businessmen walked proudly through the streets. He watched tired workers dragging their feet after long days. He noticed children playing games and old men arguing outside CAFS. Without realizing it, he was collecting ideas for characters he would one day bring to life. The city itself became his classroom. The stage changes everything. One afternoon, a local theater announced auditions for young performers. Charlie almost didn't go. He owned only worn-out clothes. He worried people would laugh at him before he even performed. His brother encouraged him. "You already make people laugh every day," Sidney said. "Now let them pay you for it." Charlie gathered his courage and stepped onto the stage. Instead of speaking, he used movement. He slipped, recovered, pretended to lose his balance, then bowed dramatically. The room burst into laughter. For the first time in his life, Charlie realized something incredible. People were willing to pay to watch him do what came naturally. That small performance opened the first real door toward his future. Learning the art of comedy. Life as a young performer was exciting but exhausting. Charlie traveled constantly. Some theaters were beautiful. Others were little more than empty halls with wooden chairs. He performed in front of large crowds and tiny audiences. Every performance taught him something new. He learned that timing mattered. Moving 1 second too early could ruin a joke. Moving 1 second later could make an audience laugh twice as hard. He practiced every expression in front of mirrors. Every smile, every surprised look, every sad glance. Without speaking a single word, he learned to tell complete stories using only his face and body. These skills would later change the history of cinema. A journey across the ocean. By the time Charlie reached his early 20s, people had begun noticing his extraordinary talent. One theater company offered him an opportunity that sounded almost impossible. They wanted him to tour the United States. America seemed like another world. It was larger, busier, and filled with opportunities. Charlie accepted immediately. Standing on the deck of the ship as England disappeared into the distance, he wondered whether he would ever return. He carried only a few belongings, but he also carried something much more valuable. A dream. He believed that somewhere beyond the ocean, a new life was waiting for him. He had no idea that within only a few years, his face would become one of the most recognizable in the entire world, and it would all begin with one unforgettable costume.